Hi, I have a super quick, super cute, easy card to show you today. Come on in. Hello everybody, it's Julia Layered with Senior Susie Stamps, and today I wanted to talk about some super quick, super cute, easy cards that I think we all need to have in our card making repertoire. So if you have forgotten to make Uncle Fred's birthday card for some reason, you can whip it out right quick. So I wanted to show you my go-to card that is just a super simple quick card, and I use some background stamps for that. So I've pulled some background stamps and some ink. I've got Pink Pirouette, Crumb Cake, and Soft Sky. I have a basic happy birthday and it's your day, enjoy. I have some brown ink and black ink. Let me show you some examples, because you can use some commercially prepared stickers for these kind of cards, or you can make your own. And look how sweet these are. They're simple. All I did was to cut a decal edge on my decal trimmer. That is, the first piece is 3 3/4 by 5. This brown layer is 4 by 5 1/4. I used 2 different punches. This one is a 2-inch and the other one is a 2 1/4-inch punch. This is a really simple card to put together, and it makes a really nice birthday card. Here's another one. I used a different background stamp, but it's basically the same card on a different format. This one's portrait, the other one was landscape, and here's another one. So let's get started. I'll show you just how quick these are to put together. Now I've gone ahead and started by cutting my decal edge, and I used a Tim Holtz decal trimmer to do this, and it's easy to do. And these are 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have my 4-inch by 5 1/4-inch layer, and I have cut, just to save paper, I have cut my layer out of this paper. So I'm going to start by stamping directly down onto my decal edged page, and I'm going to stamp directly to this stamp. This is a Great Impressions stamp, H108, and it's just a brick pattern. And I've got some ink on my fingers. I have to be careful. You know me and ink. Gracious. I can get it everywhere. It's just crazy. All right. Now, because this one has 3 little blotches of brick, I'm only going to do a single stamp. With this one, I did 3 stamps, so we'll probably do that one next. There we go. Now I'm going to glue that directly down to this, and if I feel like this cutout doesn't have quite enough support, then I'll back that with another piece. And I'm just going to glue this layer flat down and then put the whole thing up onto a card base. Let me show you about this layer right quick, because sometimes it does make a difference. I'm going to take the smaller of these, because this blue was the larger one, and I have some of my 80-pound paper here. I'm just going to cut a piece, put a little bit of ATG on it, and just put that right in there for a spacer, and that will allow this to lay flat no matter what I do to the front of it. And it's a good way to use your paper for those layers for the front of the card if your die or your punch will go in far enough that you don't see the edge come out. There we go. Now I have a little bird here that I don't remember which stamp this is. I got this off of my desk. I stamped it several weeks ago, and I was going to try to fussy cut it, but I didn't do it, so I thought I would use it in my effort to use things up in my studio. And I'm going to glue this onto the turquoise, the soft sky or whatever. I think this might be Pool Party actually. Now I have mounted this up on foam, so it's kind of a layered image, and made sort of my own little sticker by doing that. There we go. And then I'm going to glue this. Well, I might put that up on a little piece of foam. I bet that would be cute, don't you think? There we go. And I have already stamped a sentiment here. So I'm going to add that. You can make several of these very quickly and have them on hand. And then I've got some little matching gems here, and these come glued up in strips, so I just cut between them and use my little tweezers to pull them off with and place them, and that way none of that adhesive back comes off or is visible. And I think one needs to go right there, don't you? Here we go. I may go back and put a little color on that. I may not. But there's the first card. Now let's look at this other one, because I'm going to do the same thing, only I'm going to use brown this time, and I'm going to use some of these commercial stickers that I used before. And what I need to do, I've already mounted this up onto, the sticker had foam on it, and I mounted it up onto the smaller scalloped circle, and then I cut a brown one out of here, and we're going to use it that way. But I think I want to cut another circle for, what did I do with my punch? Oh, there it is. Good grief. I lost it. There we go. Now we're all ready. Let's see, what are we going to do? I think we'll do this one. And let's try let's try the pink, since there's so much pink in that. And see how it works. And I think we'll try it this way. I'm going to do a little equal edge here and here. And then we're going to flip it and do the same thing again. There and there. And then I'm going to take my stamp and turn it kind of cattywampus, if you will. My great Aunt Julia used to say cattywampus. It's a fun word. Now, so there's my pink background using my little background stamp. I'm going to add this to the brown layer. I've already cut my little decal edge, which adds just a little bit of interest to this card. I'm going to glue this down. For spacing, and then put the whole thing up onto a card base. I think I'll put this one on a top fold. I'm going to put my embellishment down. I think I'll put it up on some foam tape also, just for a little extra dimension. And I've already got my sentiment stamped with black ink so it shows up on the brown. I've got some pink embellishments. And I'm going to leave that little red one there, but I'm going to put this one on the inside since I have several of these. I got these, I think, at the Dollar Tree several years ago. And then I'm going to stamp the inside of this with black ink because it goes with that. And put my little happy birthday sentiment on the inside. There we are. And I need to put, oh, I think I jiggled the camera, didn't I? I'm sorry. I need to put a little happy birthday sentiment on the inside of this one. And I have an extra one of my little birdies that I cut, so I'm going to glue that on the inside of this card as well. There. 2 more cards to add to that group. See how quick they are? And all you do is use that little background stamp and use your focal point or simple sentiment and some little corresponding embellishments. It's something you need to have in your toolbox. Y'all have a great day and a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.